Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Corner, to Art Regner's video blog. Of course, I'm Art Regner, and we're talking about Game 2 of the ALCS, where the Detroit Tigers defeated the New York Yankees by a score of 3-0 to take a 2-0 lead in their best of 7 for the American League pennant. The Tigers now come home to Comerica Park for games on Tuesday and Wednesday evening, and if necessary, a fifth game would be played in Detroit at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, and then next weekend, if necessary, games 6 and 7 would be in New York. This was a strange ball game, and certainly the Tigers were very, very fortunate. I know that the Yankees are screaming bloody murder about Omar Infante being called safe when he was actually out in the 8th inning. And it was a big play, but as people know, I have never been a proponent of replay in any form, really, simply because I think it puts too much pressure on umpires and on officials where they're constantly thinking about it. And I would think since the implementation, pardon me, of it's been a long weekend of replay, I think that officials have probably gotten more calls wrong because they're feeling the pressure of being second guessed. But enough about that. They were fortunate, but credit the Tigers. They did something that the Yankees haven't been able to do. It's particularly in this game, score runs and get a hit when most needed. Avisail, Garcia, Cabrera, even Delmon, although Cano, I don't know what was going on when he could have had a double play. They came up big. Cue ball got a hit. Austin Jackson played well, but really, I think if you really want to single out one position player who has been absolutely great, has been Jhonny Peralta. Jhonny Peralta has been unbelievable, truly unbelievable. I know Jim Leyland said in his post-game press conference that he thought that Peralta was playing the best he has all season, and I certainly concur. Even though I don't agree with Jim Leyland on a lot of things, I do concur with the Tigers manager on that. Jhonny Peralta, that barehanded pickup today and throwing out, I mean, in a couple of another couple of big hits. I mean, Kuroda, the pitcher for the Yankees, who probably deserved a better fate, I mean, he was pitching no-hit ball until Peralta broke it up. So Jhonny Peralta has been very, very good. But obviously, the name of this game and the name, I think, of the Tigers' postseason run so far has been their starting pitching. They now haven't given up a run in 29 2/3 innings, which is second in Major League Baseball history, and they're closing in on the wonderful staff that the 1974 Oakland A's had. So, I mean, the Tigers, if they can come home, and with JV on the mound on Tuesday, you would think that maybe the Tigers have a good shot of at least tying, if not breaking, that record for most consecutive innings without a starting staff giving up a run. As I said, Tigers at 29 2/3 innings, I believe, and Oakland's was at 30 innings and something, a third or something like that. But anyway, they're very, very close. Hannibal Sanchez pitched very, very well today. I thought that he got ahead in the count. He was throwing strikes, and that really has been the key. The Tigers starting staff, and along with Phil Koch, who's been great too. You've got to, we talked about Phil Koch last night. 16 pitches, 15 strikes. Well, he was on today. He got ahead of the hitters, struck out a lot of Yankees, and it was just a really, really good game. But the Tigers starting staff, and there is a lot of pressure on them because, as we know, the bullpen has been extremely shaky, have gotten the job done, and the Tigers are getting just enough hits, manufacturing runs to win the ball game. It was good to see Miggy at 2-4, be 2 of 4 today. As he played, I thought, very, very well. He didn't get frustrated, and I think that's the thing about Miguel Cabrera. He has a great eye at the plate, and he hits to right field, and even though he has been struggling by his standards, I think that he settled down today and delivered when he had to. Garcia, what can you say? I know he hasn't gotten an extra base hit in his Major League career yet, but 2 big singles for the Tigers, both driving in runs in both of these games. So, you have to say that the young rookie, even though he may not be ready for the bigs just yet, is proving maybe he's closer than we think. So, there you have it. The Tigers win this game, but I do have a word of caution. And, another thing, too, these were 2 big games on the road for the Tigers. 2 games on the road where they haven't been very, very good. So, again, These were big wins, especially last night, coming back after Valverde blew the save. I cannot stress that enough. For the Tigers to win that game, I think propelled them to great things today, to have confidence, hang in there, be patient. Eventually got to Kuroda. They got a break on that call by Infante being safe at second base, no doubt about it, but they were able to do something with this. With it. On the other hand, the Yankees have not been able to do anything, and it's weird. And I'm almost thinking, if I have a fear, and I do have fears all the time. I think way too much about this. My fear is that maybe the best thing for the Yankees is to get out of the Bronx, to get out of New York City. I think there's enormous amounts of pressure on that team, and a change of scenery, coming to Detroit, coming to Comerica Park, maybe that'll settle that club down and they can get out of their hitting funk that they seem to be in. The Yankees, just as I said last night, do not appear to be the same baseball team right now. They seem to be a shell of themselves. They're really, really pressing, and if I didn't despise the Yankees, except of course for Derek Jeter, I might even feel a little bit bad for them, but I don't. But the Tigers, starting pitching is the name of the game. Hitters doing just enough. Hopefully Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer can get the job done, and the Tigers could sweep the Yankees and then watch the Cardinals and Giants beat up on each other, and then play the winner of that series in the World Series. But starting pitching, Hannibal Sanchez pitched very, very well today. Again, he's pitched very, very well, Sanchez has. Hopefully the Tigers will be able to re-sign him, although with this performance and what he did in Oakland, even though he lost that game 2-0, he's going to be on the market. He's going to command a lot of money. But with Sanchez pitching very, very well, he's deserved a better fate. It was nice to see him pitch well, and the Tigers actually scored enough runs. I mean, he had to pitch a shutout, and that's another thing, too. Tigers haven't given up a lot of runs. Their starters haven't, but there is an enormous amount of pressure. I still think the Tigers could do a little bit more, be a little more patient, and hit. If I do have a criticism, I still think that their hitting needs to come around a little bit. Miggy, as I said, coming out of it was a good sign. Delmon Young was good except for today. He had 3 strikeouts. He was 0 for 4. Prince Fielder's having really, really good at-bats. I think he probably deserves a little bit more bat luck, if you will. And I think that, again, Peralta is the story right now for the Tigers as far as everyday players. He has had a wonderful series thus far, a wonderful playoff thus far, and if he continues to do that, that does bode well for Detroit. So we'll see what happens as the series switches to the Motor City. Hopefully the Yankees won't find their elixir here in Detroit and make this a series. Hopefully JV can shut him down, and then Max Scherzer. So there you have it. That'll do it for this edition of the video blog. I will be back tomorrow. This is going to be a great week. Not only do we have Tigers-Yankees, and I'll be video blogging after every Tiger-Yankee game of the ALCS, but a lot of Michigan State stuff, and rumor has it Timmy Chang's coming back tomorrow to talk about Denard Robinson and how he has to prove something against Michigan State. It's his last shot, and if Denard can do that against Michigan State, then maybe his legacy at Michigan won't be as checkered as some Michigan fans feel. So that'll be coming up tomorrow. But until then, have a safe and pleasant one. Tigers now up 2-0 on the ALCS. Justin Verlander going to the Hill on Tuesday here in Detroit, so you've got to feel good about the Tigers' chances. They were fortunate, but they did get the job done. And I'm going to stress that one more time. And I keep saying goodbye here, but I'm going to stress that one more time. The Tigers did something with their at-bats. Not a whole lot, but enough to win the ball game. The Yankees have done nothing. So even though that Infante play was huge, they still didn't score any runs. And the Tigers were up 1-0. It led to 2 more runs, insurance runs, and they're big. I understand all that. But still, the fact of the matter is, when that play happened, and it was Infante's own mistake, really. It wasn't any great play that the Yankees made. He should have never overrun that base. Omar, he's flighty. He's got to get his head a little bit more into the game and be aware of the situation. But with that said, the Tigers did capitalize on a break that they were given, and the Yankees did not capitalize on anything. And that does, as I said, bode well for the Tigers. So until we meet again, which will be tomorrow, everyone have a safe and pleasant one. I'm Art Regner for FoxSportsDetroit.com. We'll see you. Bye.